Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Anywho, I want to tell you a little time that I almost got kidnapped. I have two stories how I almost got kidnapped. So it's gonna be this little story time is gonna take place. I think it was Home Depot. It was Home Depot or Lowe's. I can't remember which one was it. We was trying to fix the house, put tile in. So I went with my mom, right? And I'm very short, like cutesy, small, right? So people think that I'm younger than I am. So I remember one time, right? So my mom was getting on my last nerve. And she was like, "Do you remember which plate which thing you have to like the grout? The grout is like cement. So she was like, "Do you know where the cement is?" And I was like, "Nah, no, not really. She's like, "Okay, I'll go. So I was like, "Fine, you go. So I waited with the lady who was trying to like I think it was replace our cement with another cement. So she was doing that, right? And I just stand right next to her, right? And then I was like, "You know what? Time to go find mother. So I went to go look for my mom, right? So I was walking, right? And some tall, dark-skinned dude came right beside me and started trying to make small talk. And I guess he thought that would be like a good little spot. It's like a good like little thing to like find a little kid to kidnap, right? And I guess I was the one he was trying to kidnap, right? So he was like talking to me, right? And I looked at him and I was like, "This is stranger danger, right?" You guys, I'm older than you think I am. I'm in my 20s. I'm not 23. I'm like 25. So I looked at him and he was trying to make small talk, and I was like, he's awfully tall. This person can actually kidnap me, like in the midst of kidnapping me. So I was like, oh my god, like how am I gonna like get away from this dude? He's awfully tall. He can like scoop me up in his hands and run off with me. So he was like, "Oh, how was your day?" and stuff like that, and I was like, "It's okay." And as he's talking to me, I'm scoping the aisles, right? I was scoping the aisles and seeing if people see me with this tall dude, just in case if he do something, someone can like say, "Hey man, leave her alone," right? No one came to my aid. So I'm scoping really fast and walking very fast because now I'm getting like panicky, because I have a bad feeling about this dude, right? So I found my mom, right? I dashed to her before he tried to grab me. So I ran to her, right? And she's like, "Well, where were you? And I was like, "Oh, I was over there, waiting over there. She was like, "Oh, okay." So I didn't tell her that I almost got kidnapped. I'm so small that everybody like think I'm like 10 in my teens. My teens or like 10 or like 8 years old. That's how cutesy small I am. So I remember that time, right? I'm gonna tell another story how I almost got kidnapped when I was with my sister, right? But I'm gonna end up this, and I guess that's the time I almost got kidnapped by this tall dude. Tall, dark-skinned dude. He was very tall. He was like maybe like 6 foot. He was like hovering over me. Little story. Like and subscribe, turn your notifications on.